Alright guys, so I'm going to do your mini lesson via a video you can watch today. You can pause the video as many times as you want, you can rewind it as many times as you need to, and you're going to do this and complete your mini lesson notes. Now Miss Ellen is here to help you, so if you need help, be sure you reach out to her. Fluency and warm-up, we're going to do some multiplication. So I'm going to start with 837 times 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Carry the 4. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 2 is 22. Carry my 2. And 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 2 is 50. Again, if I'm going too fast for you, hit the pause button, or you can always rewind the video. And then we're going to do 953 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18, carry my 1. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1 is 31. 6 times 9 is 54, plus 3 is 57. So 5,718. Again, if you need to hit pause, go ahead and hit pause. We're going to review expanded form with our place value here. So we're going to show the value of each digit. So I'm going to start with 90,000. And yes, if you are focused, you need to be doing this the other way. 5,000. And then the 4 is in the hundreds place. The 8 is in the tens. And then my 2. Again, if you need to pause, go ahead and pause. Then we have 5 million for the 5 in the millions place. 800,000. Nothing in the 10,000s place, so we're going to leave that blank. The 2 is in the thousands place. The 3 is in the hundreds. The 7 is in the tens. And then 1. I'm going to go easy on you today, and guess what? We're not going to do problem solving. So a little break for you. So I know the explanation can be a bit tedious, so I'm not going to have you do that with the video. All right, today we're going to talk about division. All right. So dividend with division. The dividend is the amount being split into groups. The divisor tells you how many to put in each group. And then our quotient is how many equal groups you can make. So I'll leave that on the screen for you, and I'm going to give you a little example. So for example, I have 10, the amount being split into groups, my dividend, being split or divided into groups of 2. So that's my divisor, and then that tells me I can get 5 groups. So dividend, the amount being split into groups. Divisor tells me how many are going in each group, so I want groups of 2. And then my quotient is going to tell me how many equal groups I can make, which would be 5. Skip counting strategy is one we're going to use with division. So I'm going to do my skip counting here. So 6, 12, 18. And once you make this, you can copy and paste it for your independent practice. 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. And then my 7s. Again, if you need to pause the video, go for it. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. And on to my 8s. 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. And then don't forget the trick for the 9s. We count down 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is all my skip counting. Now let's use it. Okay, we've got 84 divided by, we put it in the house, 3. So I need my skip counting for my 3's. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. All right, so I'm going to start with this 8 right here. If I have 8, how many groups of 3 can I get? The closest to 8 without going over is this 6 right here. So that tells me if I have 8, I can get 2 groups of 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. So I'm going to subtract those 6 away. 8 minus 6 is 2. And then I check to see, is there anything to bring down? Yep, I'm going to bring down that 4. So now I have 24. The closest I can get without going over is actually 24. And that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. So if I have 24, I can get 8 groups of 3. 8 times 3 is 24, so I'm going to subtract that 24. 24 minus 24 is 0. I don't have anything to bring down, so I know I'm done. And I can always check my work if I want to with multiplication. I take my quotient, or my answer, times 3. Carry my 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And since these match, I know I got it right. Do you have to check your work with multiplication? No, but it's a good strategy to have. All right, let's try another one. We're going to have 96 goes inside. 4 is what I'm dividing by, so I'm going to count by 4s. Squeeze in my 36. All right, so now I'm going to start with the first digit, which is the 9 in 96. If I have 9, the closest thing I can get is 8. So that would be 2 groups. And 2 times 4 is 8, so I'm going to subtract 9 minus 8, which is 1. Check to see if there's something to bring down, and sure enough, there it is. Bring down my 6. Now I have 16, and I look at my skip counting. Oh, I can get exactly 16, and then if I count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So I'm going to put that 4 up there. And 4 times 4 is 16. I subtract, nothing left. Again, if you need to pause the video and slow down, go ahead and pause it. If you need to rewind because you don't understand something, rewind it. It's okay. You can watch it as many times as you need. All right, 78 is what's going inside. I'm dividing by 6. 12, get my skip counting. It's a good strategy. All right, if I have 7, which I'm going to start off with, how many groups of 6 can I get? Well, 12 is too big, so I can only get 1 group, which 1 times 6 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. I check to see if something needs to be brought down, and it sure does, so bring down my 8. Now, if I have 18, the closest I can get is 18, which is 3 groups. So I'm going to put my 3 up. 3 times 6 is 18, so I'm going to subtract that. I have nothing left and nothing to bring down, so I know I'm done. You may want to pause the video and try this one on your own, and then check my answer with yours to see how you're doing. So 98 goes inside, divided by 7. Skip count, get my strategy down. There they are. Now if I have 9, I look, I can get 1 group of 7. And 1 times 7 is 7, so that's what I'm subtracting. 9 minus 7 is 2. Check to see if something needs brought down, and it does. So I bring down my 8. Now I have 28. Oh, there it is. I can get exactly 4 groups because 4 times 7 is 28. So I'm going to do 4 times 7 and subtract my 28. And I have nothing left, so my answer is 14. Do your best on your independent practice. Now, be patient. Miss Ellen is the only teacher in the room right now, and there might be many of you who need help. So, if you are waiting for help, at least get all of your problems set up on your independent practice and get your skip counting down. And once you have all of that, if you still need help, then raise your hand. I'll be back later to check.